Hello and welcome back to Diecast. My name is Ron. It's another Random Restoration Monday, and this time I have a Matchbox Lesney #1 Dodge Challenger, and this casting is from 1975. And as you can see, a kid has got at it with, apparently he wanted it to be a pearl paint job, and got into his mom's fingernail polish and went over it with a heavy dose of what appears to be pink pearl fingernail polish again. So we are going to attempt to remove that fingernail polish, tear this down, and repaint it to the beautiful red it should be. While we're at it, we're going to polish up the base and freshen up the tires and see if we can't get that top to be a little bit whiter, and also clean up that window unit. It's a little yellowed. I don't recall them being yellow, but this one may be. Anyway, let's go ahead and move along and get it blown apart, see what we're up against. Everybody, please stay tuned. Okay, we have our little Matchbox 1975 made in England Lesney Products Matchbox Superfast #1 Dodge Challenger. Got it all blown apart. Had 2 posts. Got those drilled and tapped, and had just enough space to use a 1/8 screw, 256 screw, 1/8 long, 1/8 of an inch long. We did get the glass successfully separated from the top, and it's pretty yellowed. And we got our glass. There are some pretty good scratches on that. We're going to try to sand that out. We may wind up losing a little of the wipers on the front there, but we'll see how that comes out. And we have our interior, which is chrome, and that could use a freshening up. Probably going to strip that and re-chrome it. And we have the base. Your basic Matchbox. I am torn on whether to remove the wheels or leave them and polish around them. I'd really like to remove them, but at the same time I would like to leave them on there. The wheels are in pretty good shape. They just need a little touch up. This one's got a little nick in it right there, but you know, the almost 50-year-old casting, so I have a nick or two in me, so and I'm a bit older than 50. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the casting in the stripper and get rolling on this build. Everybody, please stay tuned. Well, we got our little Matchbox Dodge Challenger cleaned up as much as we can. It's going to get a enamel paint. Going to go back with the stock red, of course, since this is a restoration. And I think once we get a little primer and paint on that, a lot of that is casting slurry. Wasn't probably evenly heated when they did the casting, but I didn't want to sand off anything like the Dodge on the front, but I did clean up a few of the casting lines. There weren't a lot, a little along the top edges of the fender and the hood, but I think we're ready to go ahead and get this into paint, so everybody stay tuned. And before we get to the reveal, here is a quick look back at our 1975 casting of a Matchbox Lesney #1 Dodge Challenger. Let's go ahead, get to the reveal, and see how this came out. Everybody, stay tuned. All right, we have our little Matchbox Challenger #1, I believe it is, all completed. Of course, we tore it down, polished up the base, and stripped the paint, repainted it in as close to, just a bright red. Cleaned up the top and had to repaint that, and touched up a little chrome on the interior. Touched up the wheels so they look fresher. And then when I was trying to polish up and clean up the glass, it broke. So I had to source another glass. And the one I sourced actually was a little yellowed, but I went ahead and sanded the scratches out of it and used a tip from one of my subscribers. And I think 2A HD Cat also piped in on this and said, put it in peroxide and set it in the sun for a day or two, and it worked a miracle. Took all the yellow out and made it clear again, so we got it dipped in the pledge, and once that cured, of course, we put it back together. And yes, this is a restoration, but I wanted the headlights to be detailed, so I hit those with a little white, and also wanted the tail lights detailed, so I went ahead and also hit those with a little red. The red's from a Sharpie marker. The white is actually a little Crafter Square. It says metallic marker, but it's not metallic, it's just white. But anyway, here it is. It's back pristine again, and I'm incredibly happy with it. Been wanting to do this for quite a while, and about the time I started to do one of these, PJ with the Diecast and modelers community, and he actually did a resto on it, and I said, you beat me to it. He told me to go ahead, so I thought I'd wait a month or two, and I'll go ahead and touch mine up then. So here it is. It's all cleaned and ready to go back on the shelf and take its place of glory with all of the other models that I have up there. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber, please do. And tell your friends. Invite them to come and take a look. See what we're doing over here at Somo Diecast. And I have the other variation on this, which is the Charger Hemi. Matchbox, well, it's actually just called a Dodge Challenger, but it's the Matchbox Superfast. A lot of them are yellow with a black top, red interior, and say Toyman on the side of that, on the side. And I actually have one of those that I'm sourcing a top and a glass for right now, because when I got it, didn't have either. So here in a while, we're gonna do a resto on that as well. So be sure you come back, and I will see you in the next.